I am in a horrible nightmare. This cannot be real. This did not just happen to me. Call the police. For what? What did I do wrong? It is like Beryl has gone completely mad. I cannot believe the things Beryl was saying to me. She refused to let me back into her home that I have been laboring and have come to call home over a year now. What has gotten into her? There is something not right. Something has entered into her heart. Lord, this was what you warned me about. I should have taken heed to your warning. What kind of heart? Just like that, she convinced herself that it is better to leave me before I leave her, but to not even allow me to come home from work. What is this? To tell herself such things because we do not have a child together? Something is very wrong with that way of thinking. Lord, help me to deal with this. Father, I need your strength. I know that you will help me, my Lord. I'd better go. I am meeting with her brother. I don't even feel like it, but I gave my word, so I will go and meet with him.
A few hours later.
There is Desmond. I wonder if he knows. Did she call him? Hi, Kelvin. Are you okay? You look really, really sad. Did something happen on the way here? Not on the way here. I went to my place, where I normally go and pray. I just felt to go there after work today. After I got your phone call, I called Beryl to tell her that I was meeting with you, that I might be a little late. Then she told me that she cannot take it anymore, that I should not come to the house, that she is worried that I will leave her on the children, because I have not been able to give her a child, and if I come she will call the police, and I do not want to know what she will tell them. She said that? Yes, she did. How can she blame me for not giving her a child? I am not God. After almost 2 years of being together, I moved here with her, and she is saying that she is worried that I will eventually leave her and the children, because we do not have children together. How could she think this way after all this time? Kelvin, I know that you are a good guy. I see what you have done for my sister and the children, and so when I found out what she is doing, I threatened to tell you, if she did not stop. I thought she heard me. When I spoke to her, Tina saw her, and when she tried to talk to her, she basically told Tina off. Kelvin, this is a big shame for me, but it is not right before God, and my conscience would kill me if I don't do the right thing by you. How do you mean? What are you saying? My brother, I hate to break it to you in this way. I know that Beryl came up with this thing to say that you do not have children together, and she is worried that you will leave her and the children, but the main reason is that Beryl is seeing someone else. What are you talking about? Kelvin, it has been going on for weeks, maybe months. Her boys said to their cousin my children, and my children told Tina, and Tina told me. No, this can't be. This is not true. Believe me, I wish it was not true. I feel so ashamed, Kelvin. She is my sister. This kind of behavior is something you see in the movie. If I did not know this to be true, I would not believe it myself. Kelvin, it gets worse. Worse. What could be worse than what you just told me? It's Kirk, your friend. No, it cannot be. This is not true. Yes, it's true. We should go and beat up that guy. He is a snake.
Kelvin asked Desmond to excuse him. Kelvin got up and went into the bathroom. He was devastated. He could not believe what he heard. He was in a big shock. All kind of emotion went through him, and then he looked up and said to the Lord, "You warned me of this. I did not listen. I did not listen." Kelvin wept alone in the bathroom, and then he came out and said to Desmond,
I cannot be here anymore. I have to go, and as for going to beat up Kirk, I am not interested. Yes, he did something that no friend should have done, but your sister was not forced, and I can say this because she threatened to call the police. This is what she wants, Desmond. It is not Kirk's fault. Yes, what he did is very wicked, but it is not his fault. The Lord warned me not to marry her, and because we were intimate, I made her friends, and the brethren talked me into it. My parents was against it, and I did not listen. She has ripped out my heart, Desmond. She has ripped out my heart. I have to go.
Desmond watched as Kelvin left. He was wondering what is he going to do. He knew for himself that he could not have taken it. Desmond gave his wife a call. Hi Desmond, I have been waiting. What happened? How is Kelvin?
Tina, I am still sitting here in the cafe where he left me. He is not good, Tina. I think that he is in shock. Beryl even told him that she would call the police if he tried to come home.
What? No, She did not. Beryl could not have done that. She could not have been so cruel. Desmond, I cannot believe what you are saying to me. Poor Kelvin, he must be so devastated.
He is, Tina. I do not know how he is going to manage. I am going to tell him that he can come and stay with us, because Beryl is completely unreasonable. You are right, Tina. She is going to be very sorry for what she did to Kelvin. Try to give her a call, Tina. Please let her know that this is really, really bad. Especially it was not a good example in front of her sons. Maybe you could appeal to her from that perspective. Anyway, I am leaving here now. I am heading home. I will see you soon.
Meanwhile, Tina called Beryl. Hello Beryl, I learned something from your brother that was told to him by Kelvin. I really have to call you, because I cannot believe that this is true. What is it you cannot believe, Tina? Misjudgmental, what is it? Beryl, is it true that you told Kelvin not to come to the house, and also if he come you are going to call the police? I have to ask Beryl, because I cannot believe that you did that. Yes, I did, Tina. What's it to you? What's it to me? What has happened with you, Beryl? How could you be this cold and heartless towards Kelvin? Beryl, where is he supposed to sleep? All his things are there. His clothes, what is he supposed to wear? Why don't you take him in, Tina, since you are so concerned about him? I told him that he can come and get his things with my brother. I will make sure that I am not at home when he comes. Oh Beryl, you do not know how sorry, how you are going to be for how you treat Kelvin. What kind of example is this before your sons? You are showing them not to ever trust a woman. Is that what you want to teach them? Do you even know what you have done to those children? To even my children? They had to learn from your boys that you were kissing Uncle Kirk. This is really, really bad, Beryl. Whatever, I don't care what you say, Tina. Mind your business. Anyway, I have to go. I am expecting Kirk any minute now. Bye, Judge, Tina. Unbelievable, what has gotten a hold of Beryl? She is so cold, so very, very cold. That sounds like Desmond at the door. I just hung up from Beryl. Desmond, I do not recognize her anymore. She has gotten so cold. I think that we have to help Kelvin with a place to stay, because as you know, Beryl does not want him to come back to the house.
I know, I still cannot believe what has happened. I feel like this is a nightmare. I cannot even imagine how Kelvin is feeling right now. After I told him, he was of course shocked, and then he just got up, and then when he came back he told me that he had to go. I told him that we could go and beat him up, and then he said that he does not blame Kirk, although they are friends, and he should not have done that. Kelvin said that he does not believe that Beryl was forced. He also told me that the Lord warned him not to marry her, and he did not listen. It is almost like he has accepted it, Tina. I should give him a call to see how he is doing. I think he is in shock.
Meanwhile, Kelvin went to go and see Tim, and told Tim everything. Tim was in shock, and so he said,
Kelvin, what you are saying seems so unreal, unbelievable. This is like something out of a movie. This does not seem real. Well, Tim, this was what the Lord was warning me about. He knew the future, and he knew what Beryl would eventually do. So where does she expect you to stay? Not even to come home from a long day of work and shower? No man, something is really wrong with her, Kelvin. What she did is cruel, wicked, and evil. So what are you going to do? I really don't know. This morning when I left for work, I did not know that this is how my day would develop. I can't even call my parents, because they warned me against this union. They did not even come to the wedding, Tim. Do you want me to call her? No, that is not necessary. I have to give her a call, because I need to get some clothes. I do not even know where I'm going to stay tonight. Say no more. You can stay with me until you get on your feet. Thanks a lot, Tim. I will stay with you tonight, but I think that I will ask to stay by Desmond for a little bit, so that if she bring the children, at least I could see them. She just made this decision, ripped them away from me, and I did not even get to say goodbye to them. Just a moment, Tim. My phone. Hello, Desmond. I am with Tim. I was just telling him what happened. I wanted to tell you that you could come and stay with us. I am really upset with Beryl, and I do not even want to speak to her, but for your sake, I will call her, to tell her to still bring the children twice a week, that way you can see them. Thank you so much, Desmond. It means a lot to me. Tim just offered me a place to stay, and I was just telling him that I will stay tonight, but I would ask you if I could stay with you, that way I would be able to see the children. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Can you please do me a favor and go by and get my things? I would appreciate it very much. Sure, I will. Tina just stepped out. As soon as she get back, I will give Beryl a call and go and pick up your things. What is going to happen with your furniture and other stuff that you have there? Desmond, she can keep it all. I just want my clothes and my Bibles. Thanks so much. Like I said, I really appreciate this. I will stay by Tim's tonight, and then tomorrow, I will come by your place. Bye, Desmond. My mind is blown. Hearing you talk to your brother-in-law like that made me realize that this has really happened. Wow. Listen, you must be tired. I have to still be here a while longer. I could give you my key and you can go and try and get some rest. No, it's okay. I need to get away to go be with the Lord by myself. If you don't mind, I will call you after, and then head to your place. Thanks for everything, Tim. Thanks for being a friend indeed. Of course, see you a little later.
1 hour later.
Beryl, of all the men, why my friend Kirk, why could you not found someone else, since you want to leave me that badly? Why did you do this to me? Why? You know what, I'm going to call and ask her.
Yes, Kelvin, what is it?
Beryl, why my friend, why? What did I do to deserve this? But then again, you know what, I deserve it. Thank you for doing this to me. It made me realize how real God is the more.
What are you saying? Why did you say such thing?
The Lord showed me what you were going to do to me, that you were going to break me, and caused a deep pain for me, that if I don't look on him, it will take me from his path. He warned me of who you were before I married you, but I ignored the warning. That is why I can say I deserve it, because I did not listen to the Lord. Goodbye, Beryl. Just give your brother my clothes, and I will tell him to leave you with one of my Bibles. At least read it, Beryl. One day we all have to answer to God. Goodbye, Beryl.
After saying that, Kelvin hung up, and he wept, and wept, saying to the Lord, I cannot bear this pain, take me out of this world. The shame is too much, my wife with my friend. It is too much, this shame is very hard to bear. Kelvin cried until he felt as if he was going to pass out, and then he heard the voice of the God.
My son, this was what I wanted to spare you from. Beryl has accepted bitterness and unforgiveness in her heart, and so she does not let me in. This was not my plan for you, and I knew that she would have done this to you, and that is why I warned you before. She took help from the dark side, and so cannot stay with no one longer than 2 years. She will do the same in 2 years to Kirk, until she repents and surrender her life to me. She will continue this vicious cycle, hurting me along the way. Take courage. This was how I felt when I was betrayed by Judas. Look on me, find your strength from me, and in time, your heart will be healed. I will help you, I will never leave or forsake you.
Meanwhile, he said that he was warned by God not to marry me. What am I, a wicked witch? Why would God warn him not to marry me? I know what I said, that I do not want Kelvin to come here, but I must know the reason for this. I must know it. I will invite Kelvin to come. He must come and tell me why God told him that, and how come he never said it to me before.
That is all for this episode. Bye, and thank you for watching. See you soon in part 7. And remember, Jesus loves you, and I love you too. Have a fantastic day.